Hi, this is Go For It Randy. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see here could possibly be what looks like pagan symbols that are satanic symbols all over the place. And this is a Christian church passing itself off as a Baptist church. I actually went into this church and got baptized. However, I'd never been to this church until the day I got baptized. And when I was walking in, I was just in shock seeing all these pagan signs. And when I got into the building, I was not in a very good state. And by the time I got out of there, I just wanted to run. And I've never been back to that church ever again. In fact, I had to get rebaptized because they did it the wrong way. They baptized me in the wrong way, and I don't want to have anything to do with any church that has pagan symbols all over it. So if you haven't noticed already, if you look at the roof of this church, that big building there right in the center, you'll notice that if you look at the roof there, do you notice anything unusual about the roof there? Oh yeah, that's a pyramid. I guarantee you 90% of the people that walk into this church every Sunday have no idea there's a pyramid right above the front door. Yeah, that's the front door, that entrance, that dark square is the entrance to the building. So everyone walking in is walking in under a pyramid that is clearly displayed on the roof. And again, this is no accident. I think this is some kind of a Freemason church to deceive people. Now, if you look at the actual roof there, you'll notice that the pyramid is a different color than the rest of the roof. Why is that? That's because it's a solar alignment. They literally lined it up with the east. As the sun is rising, the sun literally hits that perfectly so that you clearly can see the pyramid on the roof. Now I want you to look at the road that's in front of the actual building there, right where the front door is. What do you see on the road there? That's right, the shadow of an upside down cross as you're walking into the front door of this Baptist church. Are you getting my drift here? What are the odds that they had to put a pyramid on the roof so that it's lined up with the east, so that as the sun rises, it's going to show you a pyramid on the roof, and then it's going to show you a black upside down shadow of a cross right at the front door as everybody drives their car right past the front door. See that shadow right there? Looks like someone standing there. Well, that's not someone standing there. What that is an actual pyramid made out of stones. So they literally stacked up a bunch of stones right across the road that goes right in front of the driveway that goes right in front of the church with the upside down cross, and there is a pyramid that, guess what? It's aligned with the other pyramid on the roof as well. You'll notice if you look across the street, look at where the base of the upside down cross is pointed to. That's pointed to the dead center of the front door, which is the dead center of the bottom of the pyramid on the roof. Guess what that grassy field looks like? You guessed it, a pyramid. Now, I don't know about you, but someone went to a lot of trouble to make that grassy area in the shape of a pyramid. And by the way, I parked right at the top of that pyramid where the capstone would be. And literally, I walked through this walkway to the front of the door there. And by the time I got to that stacked up stones of pyramids that are in the grassy area there, when I saw they had stacked up stones into the shape of a pyramid, I wanted to run, because guess what? God had told me before this, when I went to get baptized that day, God literally crashed my computer like, Randy, do not. I was watching a baptism at this church, and God literally crashed my computer like, Randy, do not go to that church and get baptized. I'm driving on the way to the church, and I'm like, God, you have to show me at least one or two more signs to know that I don't want to get baptized here. You have to show me. If you don't want me to get baptized at this church, show me. I show up in that parking lot. I see the pyramid made out of grass. I see the stones in the shape of a pyramid, the roof in the shape of a pyramid. I didn't notice the upside down cross. For whatever reason, I didn't see that on the way in, because there was a pastor that was right outside there talking to me, and I wasn't looking down. So I missed that part. But then when I went across the grass on the other side of the building, guess what they had in the grass? About 100 little pyramids shaped in a pyramid shape to keep people off the grass. Now, did you notice this other building that's smaller than this large building in the center there, the main church hall? Well, there's a second church hall that's, guess what, shaped in those pyramid shapes around the roof. but it's missing the capstone at the top. These are all ancient Babylonian symbols that are used in the satanic world, okay? In a Christian church, you do not want to have pyramids at your church. You do not want to have upside down crosses, even if they're a reflection that someone took a lot of trouble to go and make. And if you look at this clearly, you're going to see that this is all aligned up perfectly. The sun comes up in the east, it hits the shadow of the cross on top, it makes the reflection of the pyramid on the roof, it makes the reflection of the shadow of the upside down cross on the street that's about 30 feet across. It's not a street, it's a driveway in front of the front door of this church, and then the big pyramid shaped in the shape of a grass area. Tell me this is not some kind of satanic church. And then when I went inside and saw the preacher, the pastor, who walked in the front door where I was at, and he literally flashed devil horns, which is a curse sign. If you don't know, devil horns are a curse sign. And he literally made a curse sign gesture to two people standing right next to me. And I knew at that time, this is not the church for me. I had to get out of there. So, ladies and gentlemen, there are churches out there that present themselves as one thing, but they're a completely different organization behind the scenes.